If you are among the hundreds of millions of Americans who already have health insurance through your job, or Medicare, or Medicaid, or the VA, nothing in this plan will require you or your employer to change the coverage of the doctor you have.
CBS News confirms more than 2 million Americans have been told they cannot renew their current health insurance policy.
And that is more than triple the number of people said to be buying insurance under the Affordable Care Act, which the president himself calls Obamacare.
You were Speaker of the House. You, in many ways, were seen as an architect and a key ally on this. And this is what you said back in June of 2009 on MSNBC.
What we are talking about is affordable, quality, accessible health care for all Americans. It's about choice. If you like what you have and you want to keep it, you have the choice to do that.
Are you accountable for saying something that turned out not to be correct?
Well, it's not that it's not correct.
I've been receiving calls, emails, and letters from people worried about the negative impact Obamacare is having on their lives. Jeff Frazier from Midland, Michigan wrote, and I'm quoting here, "My wife has been recently informed by her insurance carrier that her health care policy does not comply with the Affordable Care Act. Now we must purchase a new policy to get the same coverage at an 18% increase in our premium. So what happened to the, if you like your insurance, you can keep it," end quote.
Part of what I think the resistance that we've seen ramp up, particularly over the last couple of months, is all about is the opponents of healthcare reform know they're going to sign up. In fact, one of the major opponents, when asked, well, why is it that you potentially shut down the government at this point just to block Obamacare, he basically fessed up. He said, well, once consumers get hooked on having health insurance and subsidies, then they won't want to give it up.
What we're seeing now is the reality coming into play.
Industry experts like Larry Levitt of the Kaiser Family Foundation say the insurance companies have no choice. Obamacare forces them to drop many of their plans that don't meet the law's 10 minimum standards, including maternity care, emergency visits, mental health treatment, and even pediatric dental care. That means consumers have to sign on to new plans even if they don't want or need the more generous coverage.
Insurers are worried that the worst case scenario is somebody goes through the website, they click sign up, they think they have insurance, but the insurers never got that information, so that when they go to the doctor, they're not actually enrolled in a plan. It's a little bit like going to Amazon, hitting the buy button, and then not having Amazon send that information to the warehouse, and then you never receive your product.